my dog. DJ Sama.
Sutra. Let's go.
So we gonna have one of the craziest times you ever had in your life.
Everybody jump, 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 jump. Everybody jump, 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 jump. Now listen.
Going on, everybody. DJ Sama, man. Welcome to Sama Sutra. Make sure to like and subscribe my YouTube channel. That's Sama Sutra, SAMASUTRA. Hey, listen, man, we got them specials on there too, some exclusives, so you definitely don't want to miss out on that YouTube channel. All right, and this is available on all platforms: Spotify. I'm on Stitcher. I'm on Apple Podcasts. You name it, any kind of streaming audio, you will find the Sama Sutra show. And I always have amazing artists on this show. And tonight, hey, listen, we keep the flow going. With me on the Sama Sutra show right now, I want you to say what's up to my boy DJ Kool is in the building. What's going on, Kool?
Let me clear my throat. Legendary DJ Kool right here. What up? I'm good.
Man, I'm doing real good, brother. You haven't changed, man. You know, I saw you perform. It was a while back, man. I want to say maybe 10 years ago. You came to South Florida. You were at the Nova University. Nova University. It was an old school hip hop concert, and there was quite a few artists performing live that night. I can't remember everybody, but I know Rob Bass was there, and a few other old school artists, some bass artists as well. And that's where I met you for the first time.
Yeah, that's Chris Marky D. May he rest in peace. He was hosting that night.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Rest in peace. I was like, my guy, DJ Kool's up in the building. What the hell? Life is good right about now.
We had a good time that night. See, I was just around with who I like to call my family members. You know what I mean? All of those cats from the same era. You know, we've been on the road all these years, so yeah, it's always a family affair when we get together.
Yeah. So I always ask my artists because, it is that top of mind. How has COVID hit your part of town, your hood? You know what I'm saying? Have you, gone through any extremes, or is it kind of like pretty much what you see on TV? How's it been in D.C.?
It's been copacetic, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
Copacetic. You know what I'm saying? As they used to say back in the day. It's been good. Nothing crazy. Even though, breaking news, I have a cousin, he's actually from here, but he moved to Dallas a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
He told me that they're about to lift all restrictions 100%.
Where does he live?
Dallas.
In Dallas?
What? Yes. I'm like, oh my God. Look, keep your mask on. Just stay the course. It's about to get crazy down there, man. Like, really? They're going to let everything wide open 100%. Like,
yeah. I take it you're against that.
Huh? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. We are still in the middle of a pandemic, right or wrong?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Hey, in the words of Nipsey Hussle, last time I checked. So with that being, said,
yeah.
Why the hell would you go just full blast, like 100%, like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That don't make sense.
Yeah.
I'm really interested, on seeing how that one is going to play out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll be honest with you, Kool. I'm right in the middle because everybody does want to start to try. Not everybody, but most people want to try to get back to some type of normalcy, but with social distancing in mind. So, for us artists, us entertainers, we can't do what we do if people don't start booking us. So
yeah, I know, but 100%. You know how many people out there acting crazy? I don't know about that one. I'm telling you. Hey, I don't know about nobody else. I'm staying safe.
Yeah. So if they book you somewhere, you're not performing?
Yeah, I'm going to perform, but I'm going to stay safe. I'm going to use my head. I'm not going to go out here and act like this 3 years ago. That's crazy.
Yeah.
This ain't 3 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So how does DJ Kool go out when it's time to go shopping, when it's time to go to a restaurant, when it's time to maybe have a drink somewhere?
You put that mask on, and you act like you know that some serious shit going on out here. I've had people that pass away. I mean, you laughing, but I've had people that pass away.
No,
from this.
I'm not. I'm just saying, like you adamant about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. I feel the same way. I wouldn't want my parents going out and catching something, you know.
I don't want to catch nothing. Me, I've been blessed because of the natural health regimen that I've been staying on top of all these years.
Yeah.
And whatnot. I don't know. Maybe I'm an exception to the rule, but who knows? I could wind up being asymptomatic as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give it to somebody else, and then
That's
they pass. They take it. It's crazy. They done messed. This whole world is just. It's a damn shame. It really is. It is a goddamn shame with these elites, and that's exactly who's behind all this. I don't give a damn what nobody's saying. I can start calling names.
Yeah.
And be correct by assumptions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's a damn shame.
So what do you think? What do you think the ultimate goal for that person, you know, or the people's involved in putting that patent together? Now, what do you think the purpose was?
Number one, population control, because this is what Bill Gates and all his little elitist friends, this is all they talk about. We can go real deep with Bill Gates right now if you want to. I ain't really got that kind of, I mean, you probably don't either, but comes from a history of people that are into stuff like population control. His father was into eugenics. His mother had something to do with Planned Parenthood back in the day. I don't know if you remember that. Okay. So he comes from that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got one thing. Then, all right, let's go ahead. We're going to need a vaccine for this thing, right? Yeah, man. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to stop messing with these computers. And I'm going to put all my money into these vaccines because we know once we get these vaccines rolling, boy, that's cha-ching right there.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, son. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like he needs any more money.
Math. That's simple math right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Like he needs any more money, though. Seriously. How much money do you need? Good Lord.
They don't, but see, all other, like me and you, we think like that. We happy with, a particular number. We good. We can make it from there. Yeah. These people right here, for some reason, and way beyond me, for some reason they think that they can just continue to make money, like they ain't gonna never die. Like, I don't know.
I hear you. I hear you on that. Let me ask you this.
I'm sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask you, like, you've been a performer for a long time, right?
Yes.
Okay. When you perform, what do you mostly do it for? Do you do it for the money, or do you do it because it's a passion to you, or do you do it for a combination of things?
I mean, it is my life. So yes, there is passion that goes along with that. And I know that because of the talent that I have, I'm able to make money off of it. So I'm doing this for a living. Obviously, it's not a hobby for me.
Yeah.
Never been a hobby. Never, ever a hobby. Mm-hmm. I've been making a living for over 43 years. Okay. And just like I told you, the 20th of this month, I'll be 63 years old. The 20th of this month.
God bless you, man.
Yes, sir. So I've been doing this since early 20s, like maybe 20, 21 years old.
Mm-hmm.
This is all I do. I've never had a 9 to 5.
Yeah. So you do it for a combination of things then. Am I correct by saying that? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
First and foremost, because it is my life, yes, there's a lot of passion behind that. Okay. Because I have to know that this is my gift.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now let's talk a little bit about Let Me Clear My Throat.
Let me clear my throat. Let's go, y'all. Oh, say what? Have mercy, baby. I hope you don't mind. Let me clear my throat.
One of your bigger hits, okay?
That's the biggest hit.
I'm trying to fluff it up over here. Cool. Give me a minute. Give me a minute, brother. Let me do my thing. So yeah, I got a couple of questions about Let Me Clear My Throat. First of all, when I first heard that record, and the first thing that stuck out to me was the sample on the 45 King 900 number. That's the first thing that stuck out to me. And then I heard you have a distinct voice, okay? So that's the other thing I heard. I heard a distinct voice, and then I heard a hype man, telling the audience to do certain things. And that also intrigued me when I heard that. And I was like, okay, this boy, he on to something. You know what I mean? And I'll be honest with you, I don't think there was one DJ that heard that record and said, "Oh, I ain't gonna play it." I'm speaking out loud. You know what I'm saying? But I remember when I first heard that record, I was like, "Shit, this is gonna make my dance floor move." That was the first thing I thought of. The second thing, I was a radio mix show DJ back then. I said, because it's an answer back record. So, like anything that has crowd involvement, people involvement, if you do it right, it usually works. Now, my question to you was, when you did Let Me Clear My Throat, did you think it was gonna have the impact that it did on an audience, on a population?
Me being the way that I am, as humble as I can be, initially, no. But I figured it's gonna do something. But okay, let's do the math.
Okay.
You got the 900 number. You got the 900 number.
Yeah.
Plus the art of call and response.
Uh-huh.
On top of that, 900 number being a classic hip hop breakbeat.
Yeah.
Plus the fact that it was recorded live in one take. The audience didn't even know that we were recording.
What do you mean the artist didn't know you were recording?
The audience.
Oh, the audience.
Didn't know. Yes, the audience didn't know that there was a live recording going on.
So that was a live recording at a function, like at an event.
At an actual show.
Really? Do you remember what show it was?
It was right
I can't hear you.
song.
Back up. I couldn't hear you. Back up. I couldn't hear you. Back up. Yeah.
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right there.
Yes. Okay. It's right there in the song, Bahama Bay in Philadelphia.
That's right.
I'm talking shit, but I'm just saying. Yep, right there, live at Bahama Bay in Philadelphia.
Wow.
That was a concert my manager booked for me up there.
Uh-huh.
Because it's on a 20-minute workout, which was the go-go joint. Hold up, wait a minute. That one.
Yeah.
That workout in Philly. But the dude said that they also, so he said, man, you introducing this go-go thing up here in Philly because, they heard stuff like Trouble Funk, they heard Chuck Brown, Bustin' Loose, they even heard Doing the Butt, all that.
Yeah,
but this was, Doing the Butt was like 1988.
Yeah.
Chuck Brown, Bustin' Loose was 79 or 78. Trouble Funk was early 80s, like Drop the Bomb and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But here comes Let Me Clear My Throat. I'm sorry, not Let Me Clear My Throat, but 20-minute workout. That was 94, but they heard that little snippet that I did on the end of it using 900 number. The dude was like, man, they going off on that. What is that? So my manager just Walt Reeder Jr., he's out of Philadelphia. He just happened to book a show for me up there. And I told him, I said, look, man, to make a long story short, we're going to record Let Me Clear My Throat at this concert. And so I had a mobile recording engineer come in. We had two DA-88 set up.
Uh-huh.
Had mics all over the place. Nobody even knew what the mics was. What the mics were for that were hanging up.
Yeah.
Kept the crowd. They had no idea.
Yeah.
I told my recording engineer, I'm gonna count to 3, and I want you to hit record. So then, as soon as he hit me, and I counted off, he hit record, and then you hear me say, at the count of 3, I want everybody in the place to be to make some noise if you're down with me. 1, 2, 3. And he went, yo, 20, hit me with the horns, man.
Okay. Yeah. So you said, what'd you say after 1, 2, 3? At the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. What happened after that?
Count of 3. I want everybody in the place to be to make some noise if you're down with me. And yo, 20, which my DJ name was DJ 20. People think I'm saying Tony, but it's 20, like the number 20.
Okay.
And yo, 20, because we call it 2020 because his vision was a little bit strange back then. And so that was his nickname. Hey, yo, 20, hit me with the horns, man, and the rest is history.
Yeah. Now, what were the ramifications for using that piece of Kool in the Gang?
You give them their little piece. That's all.
Okay. And what were the ramifications for 900 number?
His little piece.
I didn't hear you.
Give him his little piece.
Okay. All right. A little piece or a lot of piece?
Little piece. You had to break it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, you take your part, and here's my part, and we good.
What was the count on record sales?
In '97 it went platinum. I don't know. I'm sorry. It went gold in '97. We were supposed to be on our way to platinum, but the whole bottom fell out of American Records. They lost their distribution deal with Warner Brothers, so they didn't take their hands off the record. They couldn't do nothing because they didn't have a distributor. So thank God for people like yourself and the DJs of the world.
Mm-hmm.
They just kept the ball rolling. That record been going on by itself all these years. People say that we should have received the Platinum Award years ago.
Yeah. But I mean, was it still downloadable and sellable? Or did somebody pick up the sale? Did you get the ownership of that record, or how did it work?
You did what now?
Did you get ownership of the record when the label went down?
I mean, I had ownership in the beginning. I always own all my masters.
Okay, good. I hate to hear those stories.
The label didn't go down. It's just the fact that they lost their distribution deal through Warner Brothers.
Okay.
But American still existed. They just looking for somebody to do distribution for them.
Got you. Well, that's good, man. I'm glad that you were able to reap the winnings on the record sales, because a lot of time, you hear them stories, man. You hear them stories.
I know.
Artists getting
shanked. God, I have a very good business manager and a very good entertainment lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
So thank God for that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So, I was watching a Shaggy documentary the other day, and I didn't know this, but it wasn't me, almost wasn't happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, that record could have and almost did not make it and make the cut onto the album. It was
right.
Did you hear that story where it was one of the guys, the MCA rep, was in the studio and that song just happened to play while they were playing tracks, and he said, "Yo, let's put this one out." And if it wasn't for DJ in Hawaii that downloaded "It Wasn't Me" from Napster back in the day and decided to play it on the airwaves, that song may have never been discovered.
Wow. Now, see, it would have took a person like me that has damn good ears for hot records. I could have came in that room and said, "Yo, this song has an amazing hook. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?"
Well, they tried to tell them.
Listen to this record, huh?
They tried to tell them that, but you know how it is, man. Record label executives, they don't know what the hell they doing, man.
Exactly.
They don't got ears like us DJs. Us DJs, we got ears. We know how to smell a hit.
I was like, yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, man, I could imagine you've traveled all around the world. How far has Let Me Clear My Throat taken you? Like, where's some of the overseas places you've gone to perform at?
I've been all over Europe. I've been all over Asia, or obviously all over the United States, all over Canada, all over the Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
The only continent that the only continent that I haven't physically been to, but I know and I've been all over. I've been to Australia and New Zealand numerous amounts of times. But the only continent that I haven't physically gone to, but my music has been there because I can look on my royalty statements, is Africa and South America.
Really?
Wow. Offered to come to Africa several times, but people be talking. I've been offered to come to South America several times, but people be talking. I'm like, look, stop talking me to death. Call my people and make it happen. Other than that, you're not impressing me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been just the way you go.
Yeah. And how do you feel about people sampling your voice and using it on different records and shit like that? How do you feel about that? And do you take legal action when that happens?
That depends. If it's a big record, if it's something that's gonna pop off big, then yeah. But if it's just something, you know what I'm saying? Then nah, man, go ahead. Let somebody else. You know what I mean?
Go ahead and run that. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Talk to me a little bit about your feelings and your thoughts on go-go. You know, do you feel that it's where it needs to be? Do you feel that it should be more in the mainstream? How the movement of go-go right now? What state is it in right now?
Well, I think it's in a better place than it has been in years because of the internet. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like case in point, just like I spoke to you the other day, I do a broadcast every Monday night on a platform called Go-Go Radio Live. As soon as that, you know, you on the air button comes on, I'm broadcasting all over the world.
Yeah.
I have people coming in my chat room from a bunch of different places overseas on a weekly basis. So because of that alone, I mean, you know what I mean? Because let's put it this way: when Chuck Brown first started this thing, back in the late 70s, and then here come Trouble Funk in the 80s, and then, you know, so on and so forth. There's no such thing as the internet and Facebook and Instagram and none of that. It didn't exist. There was no such thing.
Yeah.
So they had to get out. They had to do shows. They had to sell records. They had to, you know, sell stuff, sell CDs and tapes out of the trunks of the car. I mean, you know, it's an underground thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like all urban music. You know what I'm saying? Just like hip hop, just like reggae. Any form of urban music. So right now, because of the internet, it's a good time.
Yeah. Are there some new go-go artists that I should be aware of?
I don't know, man. Like, they got a whole new sound in here. Like, these kids got a sound they call bounce beat.
Okay.
And I'm not in that world. That how can I say? Bounce beats is to what the original go-go sound is, which what people from my era call the crank sound, like the 80s and 90s sound or the pocket sound.
Okay. That's
the same thing. Like, that's the equivalent to what I don't know, mumble rap is to boom bap hip hop in the 90s. It's that kind of aesthetic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So y'all can have that. That's for the kids. You know, y'all do that.
Yeah.
Us grown kids, we on this crank sound. You know? Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool, man. That's cool.
I don't know nothing about them bounce beat groups. I've heard of some of them, but that ain't my thing.
When you perform, do you DJ too, or do you just do like vocals?
I have done shows, which I think is whack as hell. Personally, I did one show where I performed for an hour, and then I DJ'd for an hour. That was the wackest shit. People liked it, but for me, it was whack because I had to make the transition from being out front as an MC doing a stage performance and then transitioning over to getting on my DJ set, basically where my cousin is back there because he's DJing for me for the show.
Yeah.
So then what I had to do when we finished, let me clear my throat, then I tell him to just put on something, I don't know, an old school hip hop joint, let that play. I'm coming back, put my headphones on now, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
It was whack. So I'd rather either perform or DJ. You know what I mean? Not both of them. It's crazy.
Yeah, some guys wouldn't mind doing that. You know what I mean? Like I want to DJ, I want to perform, I want to do it all. You know what I'm saying? I want to carry my crates.
See, for me, like when you see me DJing, I am performing. Because I'm on the mic, going back and forth with the crowd, doing a little call response here and there, shouting out to this one, shouting out to that one, you know, just interacting with my audience. While I'm up there playing, I'm singing along. Like if I'm playing any DJ Kool songs, I'm performing them. You know, while I'm back there DJing, I might do a little bit of Let Me Clear My Throat. I might do a little bit of 20-minute workout or something like that, you know, while I'm back there doing my set. You know what I mean? So I'm still performing. The only difference is I'm not behind a console. I'm out front. You know, when I'm performing as an MC, as opposed to when I'm, you know, performing as a DJ.
Yeah. Are you still having fun?
It's my life. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Do you have a big family? Like, do you have a lot of kids?
One daughter.
That's
She's
it?
23 now. She graduated college this year. She graduated with honors. Thank God. She wants
Okay.
to. She's studying to be a meteorologist.
Oh, that's low maintenance. You know, a lot of artists, like I have four. You know what I mean? So it's a little hard to. It's hard, thank you, but it's a little hard to balance. You know, the family life with the music life and stuff like that. You know, because you know how much time it takes to be successful in this business.
Yeah.
You know, so I was wondering how you balanced it. But if you have a daughter that's 23, you probably managed it pretty good.
Well, I was always and probably still will always be until, the good creator takes me home. I was very hands-on with my daughter because that's my only child.
Yeah.
And I tell people all the time, I'm not trying to put another stripper on a stripper pole. You know what I mean? I'm trying to put a woman that as soon as a man sees her, he needs to get it together. He needs to straighten up. Because he knows when he see her, he can't approach her with just anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He has to straighten up. Now you can try. You know what I mean? So that's what I want to put on the board.
So if your daughter would have went, Dad, I think I want to be a singer, what would you have said?
I mean, I would have supported her, but I would have told her what's going on out here. Okay. I mean, she see me. You know what I mean? She knows what I've been going through.
Yeah.
Me and my daughter are like this. Like, my daughter's my world. And in my world, the order goes God and then it's her. I mean, obviously my work, yes. You know what I mean? I need my work so I can take care of her.
Yeah.
But because she is my daughter and one day she's going to have children, see, I'm building my nation. My nation is going to come out of her.
Oh, that's cold right there. I like that.
Even if it was my son, my nation is coming out of him.
That's right. Speak the truth, man. That's for real right there. That's a fact.
So I don't want to put anybody out here that's going to be destructive to society. We got enough idiots out here for all of us to have to deal with. You know what I mean? I don't want to be responsible for putting another idiot out here for one of us to have to deal with. Because I swear we got enough of that going on.
Yeah. I'm with you on that, man. I really am. I'm with you on that. I think that it's important for a father to put in that time. You know what I'm saying? With that child. And I'll be honest with you, man. I've got 3 boys and I've got 1 girl. And I give her a lot of attention, a lot more than I do the boys. She's the youngest, and she's only 6, and she's my world. She really is. And I gotta do a better job at balancing that because those boys, they need my attention just as much as she does. You know what I mean? So it's tough sometimes, man, because when you got that baby girl, it's a whole nother connection that you got with that. It's not it's not like what you have with your sons.
And I tell a lot of guys that, you know what I mean? Now, my manager, he has 2 sons. He doesn't have any daughters. And so his sons, he's all about his sons. You know what I'm saying? One of them should be graduating college pretty soon, and one of them should be getting ready to go to college pretty soon.
Yeah.
But it's all about his son. So he's just trying to do his part to make sure that he put better men out here. Even a better man than himself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now if I may ask, how old are your sons?
Oh yeah, no problem. I got a 24, I got a 17, and I got a 13.
Oh yeah, they right at that age. Yes.
I got them every 6-7 years. It wasn't planned that way, but that's the way God wanted it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes, but they at a real good age right now, especially the 13-year-old one, because he's very impressionable right now.
He's MMA fighting. He loves to box. Yeah.
Ooh,
I mean, okay. Listen, I don't even have to tell him to work out. He literally works out every single day for at least 2 hours.
Well, that's his passion right there.
Yes, sir. And my
That's
other,
his passion.
my
So that's a
my
good
my
thing.
17-year-old, he's into music. You know, his mom's a singer, and obviously,
Okay.
you know me doing what I do. So
Mhm.
he's playing around with instruments now. You know, seeing where his vocal content is. So you know, I think he might be going down that lane. I don't know yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what about your oldest son?
He works for a marijuana company. You
Okay.
know, doing the cannabis thing. Yeah,
Mhm.
I got him a
Well,
job there. Yeah.
that's big business nowadays.
Yes. Yes.
That's big business.
Yeah.
I wish I had a couple of dollars in that for real, for real. I need to put just a couple of dollars in that, yo. Oh my God. Yeah, that's
How do you
big
feel? How
business.
do you feel about cannabis? Are you an advocate of cannabis?
Yes. I would say I'm an advocate. I'm not a user, but I
Okay.
get it.
You get
You know
it.
what I'm saying?
So do I. Yeah. I'm not a
You get
user
it.
either, but I get it. Yeah.
hmm I'd rather see somebody messing with that than messing with some of your more hardcore drugs.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like your heroin, your cocaine, all these pills. Oh my God, these pills. Ugh, that's a
Yeah.
mess.
Yeah.
This K2 mess that they smoking, that's crazy.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, well, that's crazy.
K2?
Son, ask your oldest son. Ask him what is K2.
Yeah, I'm
He
sure
say
you don't know.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
And he know that's not a good one at all.
That's the drug of choice right now.
Huh?
That's the drug of choice?
For a lot of these kids, man, a lot of them smoking K2 because it's cheap.
Mm.
But it turns them like real crazy. Like, once again, when we get off and you get a chance to speak to your oldest son, ask him what is K2.
Okay.
You can be like, whoa. Yeah, that K2 is bad up this way. It's a lot of places. A lot of these kids is real bad off on this K2. They run around here looking like zombies.
Jesus. That's sad, man. I mean, I'm smirking, but that's I hate to hear that. I really do. I hate to hear that because they're missing out on so much. You know what I'm saying? By getting caught up in that. And I just hope one day they wake up and they like, you know what, man? Because that's what happened to me. I was like, you know what, man? That's not the road for me. No matter what it is, no matter what kind of struggles I'm going through, I've always come to the realization at some point in time, like, that's not your lane. You need to go. You need to go ahead and go the other way. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew I wasn't going to be able to be successful, or my life expectancy was going to be real short.
Well, see, that's because you got God in your life and you've been listening. You've been paying attention to Him. And I ain't saying that you've been in church every Sunday or every other Sunday.
Oh yeah, far
and
from it.
that.
Far from it. Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you and me both.
Yeah.
But from what you're telling me, you know Him. Okay, that's what you're telling me right now. You know Him, and you've been paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you didn't care nothing about Him, and if you weren't paying attention, ain't no telling what could have happened to you, where you could be right now.
That's right. That's right. And music is a big part of my rehab.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it really takes up a lot of my time and my creative space. And I really love that. I really love that.
Mm-hmm. Well, just like I said, that's our gift. You know what I'm saying? That's why we here. We are. You can actually say that we are essential workers.
We are. People
right
need
now
us.
with all this stuff that's going on. We are essential.
Yeah, man.
We bring joy to people and all the chaos that's going on in the world right now.
Uh-huh.
If you get on your set right now and set up somewhere and turn up, whether it be live or virtually or anything like that, man, you bring so much joy to people. You just for that whatever amount of time that you set up there performing, you have taken their mind completely off of all the foolishness that's going on in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You set up here enjoying your gift.
Do you do lives, you know what I'm saying, online, or how you feel about that?
I mean, it's just like I said, I had the broadcast every week. I only do it once a week. That's it.
Okay.
And I think the thing is because I don't want to wear it out. People will say, "Cool, you should come on 2 or 3 times a week." Boy, you be killing. I say, no. If you want to see me, check me out on Monday nights between 8 and 10. That's it. Because no matter how good something is, you can wear anything out.
That's right. That's right.
You can wear anything out.
Even,
you can.
Even a relationship.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I had an uncle, God rest his soul, my Uncle Marion, when he was alive, my Uncle Marion and my Aunt Gladys. And I say, damn, man. He said, they've been married 50 years. I say, damn, Uncle, I say, how's it that you stay married 50 years? He said, because I'm not in her face all day.
Yeah.
He said, because if I was in her face all day, and we wouldn't have nothing to talk about.
Mm-hmm. I believe that 100%.
You know, he said, hell, we sleep, we go to bed together every night.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot right there.
Every night.
Yeah.
So I don't need to be in her face all day. You know, I need to be at work or wherever I'm gonna be at.
Yeah.
You know, doing my thing, and when I come home, then I'm home.
Yeah.
But he said that right there. That was the key, or one of the keys, to us staying together all these years.
Yeah. There's something to be said about that.
Huh?
Yeah. There's something to be said about that. You know, I think he's got a point there. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's true, because you could wear something out like that. Now, let me ask you: has this pandemic made you creatively do anything musically? You know what I'm saying? Like, has it brought out like a song creation or anything like that? Being in this pandemic.
Yes, I have. I'm working on another go-go record right now. But the song I was telling you about the other day, Cha Cha Cha.
Yeah.
I came up with that right at the beginning of the pandemic. Mm-hmm. And I had no idea that we weren't going to be able to shoot a video, or we weren't going to be able, I wasn't going to be able to get out and perform and support the record, you know what I mean, as far as the promotion of it is concerned. Yeah. I had no idea, but yeah, I did that right at the beginning of the pandemic.
Okay.
And so now it looks like
it wasn't a product of the pandemic. It wasn't a product of the pandemic because you already had that plan.
It wasn't. I'm gonna tell you what was a product of the pandemic, though. I have a sock puppet character that I've created, and I call him Socko.
Okay.
And Socko, I use him to promote for my broadcast and everything every week. But the whole premise behind Socko that a lot of people don't know is I wanted to use him as a way to get into doing voiceover work for cartoons.
Oh, okay.
I'm a big cartoon guy, and I've always wanted to do voiceover work for cartoons.
That's
you know what I mean?
That's a good marketing scheme.
I'm sorry?
That's a good marketing strategy.
Well, think about this, though. Like, how long has the voice of Tony the Tiger been around?
Ages.
Just think about that.
Yeah.
Probably your whole life.
Mm-hmm.
He's been around as long as I can remember. Just like I said, I'm in my 60s. He's a voiceover actor for, a cartoon, so to speak. Okay, Fred Flintstone.
Yeah.
You can bring it up a little newer. The Simpsons. Look how long they've been around.
That's a good thing about voiceover work. It doesn't matter how old you are because people don't see you. You know what I'm saying? So you could do that forever and a day.
Yeah.
That was all the way live. I appreciate you, taking the time to, sit in and hang out with me for a little bit. You know how much I respect you, DJ Kool. And I want to wish you nothing but the best and a lot of health, a lot of happiness, and success in every venture that you decide to go on this year and beyond.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate the opportunity, and hopefully we can circle back and we can do a part 2.
Okay,
you know
cool.
What I mean?
All right, brother.
Yep, I really enjoyed my time with you.
All right, bless you, man. I'll talk to you later.
Uh-huh.
Take care.
Uh-huh.